Hi, my name is Jimmy. I'm 58 years old, married to my wonderful wife of a little over 25 years. We've had 4 kids, and I was recently diagnosed with prostate cancer. And this is my first video, so forgive me if I get something wrong or lighting's wrong or something, but I just wanted to share my journey with other men in hopes that maybe it might help them. I've seen several YouTube videos out there that were very useful for me, so I'm hoping that I can maybe add a little more context around my journey that may be of help to you. Let's start with kind of how we got to where we are right now. So they've been monitoring my PSAs over quite a while. If we go all the way back to 2016, my PSA level was normal, around 1.4. 2020, it jumped to 211. And in 2021, they started seeing it going up a little more to 2.95. And then in June 2022, it was 4.8. At that time, they referred me to the urologist I have now. His name is Dr. Van Horn. He's out of North Texas. And after visiting with him, he wanted to do a biopsy. I'd had that done in October of 2022. And at that time, there were no signs of cancer. So from there, he said that they were going to continue to monitor my PSA levels. In May of 2023, my PSA was 5.38, and then in December of 2023, it was 7.9. Then in June of 2024, my PSA jumped to 9.33. So at that time, he said, yeah, there definitely looks like there's something going on. He recommended doing an MRI, in which that came back and showed that there were some lesions within my prostate. So he said the next step from there was to do what they call a fusion biopsy. And in a fusion biopsy, what they do is they take the image of the MRI and they'll have it on one screen, and then they take the image of your prostate using like a probe that they put up you, and they overlaid the two together so that he can take the samples right from where the lesions are. Not a real pleasant experience. They took about 22 samples from me, and then after that, he sent them in and called us and said that, yep, he did see some cancer there. The final piece to that storyline was that I had to have a PET scan, which is where they inject you with some radioactive fluid and put me in a machine similar to the MRI. And from there, they went back to the doctors for my options and diagnosis, essentially. So essentially, what he said was that the good news was is that my cancer is still contained within my prostate. He said that it is there was quite a bit there. He said on a Gleason scale, the some of the lesions were around a Gleason scale of 3 and 4. However, on one side of my body, our prostate, the Gleason was 8 and 9. So it was a little bit high. It was higher. He said that he considers my cancer to be high risk, and he said that I'm basically about a stage 3A when it comes to stage of prostate cancer. At that time, he gave us 3 options. The first option was I could do external radiation for 5 days for 8.5 straight weeks, and then I would have hormone shots once a month for 2 years. My second option was what they call radiation needles, which is really what they do is they put 20 needles into my prostate, and then they radiate the needles, basically with high radiation within the prostate, and then I would do radiation treatment again for 5 days a week for 5 weeks, and hormone shots. The last option was the robotic surgery, where they used the robotic arms and removed my prostate. And speaking with my wife, and we talked over the options, and being that it was high risk, and we had decided that the robotic surgery was really the best option for us. At that time, they went ahead and scheduled me with the surgeon. We met with our surgeon, a really nice guy, young, but he was really nice. He walked us through everything. There were a couple of decision points that we had to make within the surgery itself. He said that we could either go with just the removal of the prostate, and which takes out the lymph nodes itself, but they leave the nerve walls that are responsible for your erection in place. Or he said because I'm high risk, he recommended that they take samples from the sidewalls as well, um, and so that they can ensure what they would do is they would send those out for testing to make sure that the cancer hasn't spread outside of my prostate. Um, so we decided to go with the more aggressive route. Um, to keep it real, it really basically means that if when they take the tissues from the sidewalls, it could impact future erections. I could about a 40% chance that I'll have them on my own. It might go up a little bit with assistance from medication, but he said that it's really about preserving life, and so that's how he put it, and we understood the risk, and that's where we decided to go with it. He also recommended physical therapy and I'll do another video on that. Uh, it was interesting the steps that they want you to do to prepare the body for the surgery. So yeah, I have a prostatectomy. Hope I pronounced that right. My surgery today is Wednesday. My surgery is actually next Monday, and I just completed my pre-op. All right. I hope you found this useful. Have a great evening. Peace.